In this video, guys, I want to share with you examples of trading edge using 5 traders that I know. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to, so examples of trading edge. We talk about this all the time. What's your edge? What's your edge? What's your edge? And I think it varies massively. But I thought, you know what? Let me think about the edge of 5 traders that I know, and I will share it with you. Now, these guys have been trading a long time, some of them longer than others, some of these decades plus. Got traders in here who are trading full-time, just good traders. Now, I've kept their names anonymous because it's a private community, it's a protected community. We share quite, detailed stuff about strategies and ideas and stuff. And just for privacy, I don't want to put their names on here. But anyway, just kind of giving you a broad idea of trading edges so that you can go away and go, oh, what is my edge? Have I got an edge? And it's not necessarily what you think it is. It's not like, oh, well, I need to have this very specific thing that's an edge. No. Sometimes it's focus. Sometimes it's a skill. Sometimes it's something that's your edge. And your edge is something that you get better at and you're better at than other people. That's what the edge is. It's something you do better than anybody else, not anybody else in the market, but the majority of people in the market. Remember, that's all you've got to do. All you got to do is be able to do that better than the majority of people, and you will make good money. All right, trader 1 trades around a core theme or idea. It might not seem like an edge, but this trader will have a core theme or idea and then trade around it. So what does that mean? So he is very good at having the idea, the theme, and not necessarily trading and having a stop, but kind of trading, adding to the position, taking the position off, good at reading that short-term tape to boost his position size when his idea is right and dial it back when he's wrong. So he doesn't necessarily take a stop. He might stay with the position as a kind of an emergency stop if you like, but he might go, okay, it's not quite right yet. I've got a call. Oh, now's my time to add. He might buy that, take it back off. So he's working around a core theme or idea on a very short-term basis. He's got an edge doing that. Doesn't worry about longer term stuff, doesn't worry about perhaps traditional patterns as such. He's like, hey, I think the market's going to go from here to here. Let me get in here. Let me add some more here. Let me take it off. And working around how he feels the market, good at putting feeler positions on. That's his edge. That's how he operates. Trader 2 spots price action patterns that repeat each day. So this trader is I've spoken about this ages ago in another video type of thing, but that's by the by. This trader spots price action patterns intraday on specific stocks. So he says, hey, I've noticed that every day we kind of had this shove between this hour in this stock, or every day we have this little flush at the open that I look to accumulate and do this. He looks specifically for price action or patterns, but repeatable things that happen regularly that you can trade against until they stop. I've shared with you guys before. Years ago, we used to have this guy called Mr. What do we call him? I forgot what we called him. Mr. 320, I think he was on the FTSE. Come on, every day 320 would just bid the market up for 10 minutes. What do? You buy at 320. You buy a little bit earlier, get the bid, come out. Was it all the time? No, but it was a majority of the time. Those are the old days, slightly different, but that type of pattern that does occur, his edge is spotting that. Number 3. Trades the open only and looks to join range expansion. So very simple range expansion opening drive type strategy. However, this gentleman's edge is to spot when to take the trade and when not to, because the downfall of automating this type of thing of buying an opening range breakout with all the different rules that apply is that, majority of conditions you're just going to get faked out. So his edge is becoming good at spotting when there's good chance or good potential for range expansion and then taking that trade, scaling into the trade, sizing up on the trade, etc. So his edge is a very simple methodical entry criteria, but the edge comes from filtering when he's going to take that trade. Great edge from that chap. All right, trader 4 trades the Dow using price and ticks, doesn't trade on a Friday. This guy, specialist only on the Dow, just literally all trade the Dow only, has a certain number of trades that he takes during the opening period, couple of hours, done. He also, and he uses the tick index as well to combine with his price action trades. So he doesn't lean on the tick index fully, But he says, okay, is there something that's giving me a little bit of a hint? Is there a bit of a flush? Is there minus 1,000? Is there a pullback? Is there a divergence, pullback to zero? All the kind of stuff I've talked about tick index. If you like tick index, guys, make sure you are subscribed, by the way, because I've got a couple of videos coming up about tick index. I've done some before quite recently. They might be uploaded. They'll be uploaded very, very soon. So make sure you are subscribed, because I love the tick index too. So this chap does that. He looks for these patterns and combines the tick index with the Dow at the open only, and doesn't trade Fridays because he's not very good at it. Simple fix, doesn't trade Fridays. Worry about that later. Deal with that issue another time. I'm going to focus on this now. He does very, very well. He's improving anyway. Trader 5 trades macro themes, short-term entries. So this gentleman likes to have a reason for the trade. Okay, and I'm a big believer in this as well. Have a reason, justification, stay in the trade, because that'll help you run the trade. So he will have macro themes and buckets of different themes and ideas that come down from a kind of macro perspective, like a hedge fund manager. And they'll say, okay, well, I think that this market's going higher because of this X, Y, Z, the country interest rates, inflation, or whatever it may be. What's the best way of expressing that idea? Okay, it's probably these stocks. Okay, which are the best stocks? Drills down, then has his stocks list, and then goes, right, what's my best way of getting on a short-term entry to that? Aha! The best way of getting on a short-term entry to that is to say, right, if I can find a little sweet spot to get on this, then I will. And he will look for that short-term entry. He will say, right, this is the entry, this is the criteria, this is the pattern, take it. When he gets a couple of days movement, a couple of days run, etc., whatever it may be, he goes, right, I can hold this because my macro underlying theme is supporting this idea. Yes, I'm not looking to hold it for a year, but it helps support it. And all the trades that I take are within that macro theme bucket. So there you go, guys. There is 5 examples of trading edge. You need to carve your own edge. And it can be simple, that adds a little bit of your flavor to it. It can be, I'd never say go complicated, but it doesn't have to be crazy. All these are relatively simple trades around a core theme idea, just very good at spotting tape and price action. So tape, you could say, was this guy's edge. See these price action patterns repeat each day. This is, you're just watching markets and seeing, hey, something's happening again. A little bit of a tape. Open only joining range expansion. Intuition on when there's going to be range expansion. Analyzing different sets of conditions and saying, hey, this is a good time to take this trade. It's a 5-to-1 trade. It's got a 50-50 shot. Take those all day, every day. Tick index. The edge of the tick index combined with the one instrument. That's this guy's edge. The 5th one, the macro theme, short-term patterns. So short-term patterns of getting into the trades, got a very strategic way of doing that, but it's got to align with the macro themes, give them the confidence to hold the trade. These are 5 examples of trading edge. There's probably numerous others out there, but I hope that helps you guys. I hope that if you're thinking about what is edge, what the hell is trading edge, gives you some idea of different traders' edges and how they approach things. Of course, it will adjust, it will adapt, it will tweak, and it will constantly improve, and you take things off, you add things on as conditions change. But ultimately, it's crafting your own style, strategy, and approach. And we're learning lots, and we are all improving, which is the point. You want to improve? Come and join us. Take care. Bye-bye.